I come into this film as a fan. I think back at the moment that I first saw Wicked, when it was being workshopped in San Francisco 20 years ago. I had a very personal family connection to it, watching it with my mother. And I was so blown away to know the backstory of the Wicked Witch. And it felt so relevant, even back then.
You can do anything.
Deep down in it was this story about change. Was a story about new perspectives. Was a story about pursuing your dreams. I can't believe it. About the decades in between, all the movies I made in between, every single movie, a lesson that I needed to learn that built one upon the other.
You're the one the wizard has been waiting for.
To then get the opportunity to say, hey, would you be the one to bring it to the screen? It's overwhelming. I understand the trust that is being put upon me. I feel the same pressure for myself. I don't want to ruin Wicked.
Once you learn to harness your emotions, the sky's the limit.
There was an opportunity to expand Wicked from the stage. So we could expand that world, we expand the emotions of it. By having Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande play these characters, you get a different kind of nuance. And with the camera, we get to be right there with them. In a movie, you can be 2 inches from her face. Oh yeah, you can be 10,000 feet above that moment. That's exciting. I did not understand emotionally how it would feel until you have the Yellow Brick Road in front of you. And you're like, oh shit, we're making Oz. That was like a surreal moment. These images, they're so iconic. We had to do it justice. And we had to add new pages to this story. I think all the crew felt that as well. I couldn't have done it without being woken up every day by the imagination and the work and the craftsmanship of everybody who showed up every day. When one person's down, another person is pushing it even more forward. Anything could change at any moment, depending on how it felt right at that moment. I think that's where the magic comes from in movies sometimes, where you couldn't have thought about this in your bed, you couldn't have written this down in a script, it just is happening. And Wicked allows me to open that magic box. And now, when I think back how it all started, it's pretty incredible. It's actually unbelievable, the journey. I'm proud that everyone cared about these characters. And I think we all had moments of self-reflection of our journey as storytellers. We all would look at ourselves and be like, wow, I was very lucky to be able to capture that on camera.
This is what you and your friends and family and your future generations are going to see on the big screen forever.
I want people to see Wicked more than they ever could on the stage. And I want people who saw it on the stage to experience it in a way they've never experienced it before. I want them to feel what I felt going into that theater for the first time. This was destiny in my mind. This was the movie I was always meant to make.